I would like to start the second session, but we're having a little bit of a problem. Has anyone seen Messiah? I can't find him anywhere. Messiah?
Hey!
Oh, there you are.
How would you like the speeches in the first session?
Oh, I was so impressed with their powerful shouts. It was amazing.
Amazing! I think only 3 hours that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you enjoying the Golden Cup?
Yes! Thank you. And now is the time to move on to the second session. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Let us welcome the very first speaker of the second session. The sixth speaker is Ms. Akiko Taguchi from Osaka University. She will deliver her speech under the title of Fearless Future. Ms. Taguchi, please come up to the stage and shout for a new word.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, and honorable judges and questioners. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say thank you to all the people who have helped me to get here to deliver my speech today. Thank you. Let me be honest. I used to listen to music through earphones for more than an hour, almost every day. At that time, I never had a single idea that my behavior was risking my future. But recently, one article caught my eye. It's ironic. The very thing that drives us to get music could prevent our ability to enjoy it. It was about how many earphone users risk hearing loss. I was shocked when I learned about this problem. So today, I'm here to talk about potential dangers of earphone use and what we can do to avoid them. And I believe most of you are already aware that it is never a good idea to use your earphones for long, extended periods of time with loud volume. However, because of the great advance in technology for portable music players, people tend to seek for sounds with better quality. As a result, it is becoming easier for some of us to think that maybe it's okay to use earphones in such harmful condition for our ears. But if you're not careful with your earphone use, we, including both children and adults, may be at danger of suffering a hearing loss. A research study showed that 1 in 8 children aged 6 to 19 is at risk of damaging his or her ears, and 1 in 6 adults aged 20 to 69 is also at risk of suffering a hearing loss. In fact, the number of people who are at risk of damaging their ears has been increasing even now. The biggest problem of hearing loss is that it can be a huge wall for communication. There are also many people who are suffering from hearing loss due to their overuse of earphones. For instance, there was a 17-year-old boy from Massachusetts who had a mild hearing loss due to his extreme use of his iPod. And of course, he always had trouble hearing what his friends were saying. Since he didn't understand what they're saying, he said that he mostly ended up faking comprehension. I laugh when they laugh, he said. I was shocked by his story. But this could happen to us as well if we're not careful with your earphones. So what causes us to get a hearing loss? Mainly, there are two factors. The first factor is the loudness. And according to the American Osteopathic Association, we should not be listening at a volume that is over 60% of the maximum volume. It means that the louder we turn up the volume, the more we have the danger of getting a hearing loss. The second factor is duration of exposure, or how long we're exposed to its sound. The research conducted in the United States said that we should not be exposed to the sound for more than an hour. Otherwise, we will have a higher chance of losing our hearing ability. However, I'm not here to say to give up using your earphones completely. I mean, imagine how miserable our life would be without them. No more quick access to your favorite songs, or no more instant access to learning anytime and anywhere. How wrong does that sound? So instead, I'd like to introduce 60-60 rule in order to use our earphones properly. And this rule has been recommended by ear doctors around the globe. The first 60 refers to the volume of the sound. It means that we should be listening to music or watching videos or sound volume that is less than 60% of the maximum volume. In other words, we should be able to hear other people's voices while putting on our earphones. If people around you could hear what you're listening, it is loud enough to get a hearing loss. The next 60 refers to the time of exposure to the sound. It means that we should limit the time of using earphones to 60 minutes. And after 60 minutes, we should let our ears rest for at least 5 minutes. In this way, we can enjoy listening to music without damaging our ears. Earphones are supposed to be something we use to enjoy listening to music. However, it could cause you to have a lifelong impairment if you're not careful with them. So please remember that it is up to you to protect yourselves from getting a permanent hearing loss. And I believe the choice you make will determine whether you can live a fearless future filled with sound and music. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Taguchi. Then, we'd like to move on to the question and answer session. Mr. Kusama, please.
Yes, thank you, Taguchi-san. You really sound like an expert in this field. What are you majoring in university?
English.
English?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm majoring in ear doctor. Did you suggest your friends around that they keep this rule? And how many friends around you suggested? How many friends did you talk to?
All the people in the ESS club, definitely. And of course my classmates in my English department. Yes.
How many of them said no?
Well, they told me that they need some suggestions. Well, I'm not sure about it.
They actually tried this rule, 60-60. Yeah, they actually tried, and then what did they say?
They told me that first they didn't know the importance of they take it for granted to listen to earphones. But after they said that they heard my story, then they told me that they thought that they want to keep their hearing ability still. So yeah, they said that it was kind of effective way.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very good. Okay. What about? But still, I think there are people who really want to listen with 100% or 120% light sample, loud sound, I should say. Does mathematics apply to this? Like you listen with 100 maximum volume, but instead of 60, but you listen for a shorter period of time, like 100 divided by 60, that is 1.67 or something. That's 70% more, but 70% less time. Does that work?
Yeah, I think so too. I think like if you exceed the volume that is over 60%, then it's like it has the same effect to your ears. Like it doesn't mean that it's like the volume is over like 65 or it's 100. Like it's the same. It has the same effect to your ears.
So that means what about 200% versus for just 1 minute? Does that still okay? Is that still okay? Do you have some figures, data to back up your yes?
Sorry, I don't.
You really sound look like you're very, very sorry for that. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sama and Ms. Taguchi. This is a cigarette lighter to set a fire. A few years ago, Japanese government has set a regulation that baby can't use it because a lot of kind of accident happen. But however, even now, Japanese government hasn't set a regulation about the use of earphone. Actually, it creates a momentary illusion. Wow, the sound of my voice is like Miss Iduna Menzel. Let you go. So we must reconsider to be careful the use of it. In Japanese, ご利用は計画的に. This is my show.